First off, apologies for my delayed video. I had to take a mental break. I think it's important for everybody really to just kind of step away sometimes and take a break, especially after a disheartening, terrible, disastrous loss like that. Okay, I don't know how long this video will be. I'll try and make it short, but I feel like I'm a broken record because I have written about this, I've talked about this, I've mentioned it in countless shows. I literally did a video and an article about the problems and the solutions, how to fix them, and kind of everything came together like a big crescendo against Chelsea, who quite rightly destroyed Aston Villa last night. To me, it's a perfect storm. It's not just one factor, it's numerous lightning strikes, numerous problems that have come together all at the same time. And yesterday's loss kind of just said it all. It was the second straight loss, fourth loss from the last 7 matches, only one win in the last 7 matches. And Villa were terrible. The only really good moment was leading up to the opening goal from Leon Bailey. So my video really is not pinpointing any individual because really it's everybody. And I'm including Unai Emery in this, who, by the way, I, again, support vehemently. And I am so grateful for everything that he has done, and I continue to support him. But the hands need to be raised. The responsibility needs to be accounted for. Yesterday's loss was such an amalgamation of so many things. Yes, Chelsea, like I said, destroyed us, but we also allowed them to do so. Enzo Fernandez had like a year to make the pass for the assist in the first goal for Chelsea. Cole Palmer equally had the same amount of time in his final, that ball that he gave to Alejandro Garnacho for the final goal for Chelsea. It could have been more had it not been for Emiliano Martinez diving save with his legs at the end of the game. So this is a direct result of what I've been talking about. I also don't know why Unai Emery decided to play high line but without pressing, because that's just literally asking for goals, especially against the Chelsea side that's going to push you and press you. I think the confidence is not there, like I've said over and over again. The mental side of things needs to improve, like I've said over and over again. I think that Unai Emery needs to be way more flexible and diverse in his thinking of formations, which, as I've said over and over again, you cannot play a game like that against Chelsea, specifically as the game develops, and keep on thinking that you can play from the back and look for the outlets when we're so isolated. There is an absolute ocean of a gap between the defensive line, the midfield, and strikers. And again, the reason I say it's a perfect storm, it's because the notable injuries of Boubacar Kamara, John McGinn, and Yuri Tielemans are so evident. And we cannot have the same productivity now. That's why Unai Emery needs to switch. Tammy Abraham is coming on way too late. There's just too many things. Ollie Watkins, look, I don't want any bad language here. And I don't want any abuse. This is not what it's all about. This is about his productivity. And yesterday, again, Ollie Watkins failed to make some very legitimate chances, not even talking about the one that was offside. There was one glorious opportunity where we were able to equalize and make it 2-2, but instead of shooting straight away, he tried to take it to his left foot, which was very weird. Another attempt that was directly at Jorgensen. There's so many issues, and you can clearly see them. The confidence is not there. His instinct to just shoot, just go, be very direct is not there. But Morgan Rogers also lost a lot of balls, the possession, Emiliano Buendia. This is why I don't want to focus on individuals, because everybody should put their hands up. It was a disastrous loss. And again, it's something that I've talked over and over again. We have to be different in our flexibility and our lineup. We have to understand that Boubacar Kamara is not here for the rest of the season. We cannot do the same thing with Douglas Luiz and Amadou Onana. I think Bogart should play in midfield. I think Alisson should start. there's just so many things that need to happen in order for us to at least have a hope. And now comes the Europa League return and then Manchester United at Old Trafford. So I am hoping that this is a massive wake-up call for Unai Emery to understand that we cannot do the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I believe in us. We are still fourth, and this is still a season to salvage things and reclaim our momentum and get Champions League football, but a lot of things need to happen in order to improve, in order to be better. Up the Villa.